Okay, so did we watch The Burbs with Kiki Palmer? How do we feel about it? I thought it was cute. I feel like if you like Only Murders in the Building with Selena Gomez, you may like this. It kind of has like the same vibe. Cute little neighborhood mystery. Kiki Palmer, love her down. Stars as Samira. She's married to a British white guy. They move back into his parents' old house in an all-white neighborhood. Samira was the only black person that stays in the neighborhood. And she's actually, I think, the only black person in the show besides Rory, the little scout girl. But anyway, she's the only black person in the neighborhood. Um, and she gets way too obsessed with the creepy house across the street. That's the premise of it. I liked it. I thought it was cute. They had some quirky characters who all had their own secrets. I thought the chemistry with the characters were really well. Um, I thought it was overall it was good. Now, spoiler, if you haven't watched it, start watching now. Spoiler, um, with the premise being Kiki being the only black person in the neighborhood, and one of the big things being the neighbor who buys the creepy house across the street calling the police on her, and the police showing up like they said a black person was lurking around, and guess who fits the description? With that being a big part of it, Kiki or Samira, aka Kiki, does a lot of non-black behavior. Um, she becomes way too obsessed with finding out what happened to a white girl who disappeared or died 20 years ago that you never met, you know nothing about. Um, like it becomes like her mission to find out what happened. Um, the husband was way too secretive and she did not call him out about a lot of stuff until the very end. Like, for example, in episode 3 or 4, he gets up while he thinks she's still sleeping, he gets up and goes to out in the woods. And then when he comes back, she's like, "Where you been?" He was like, "Oh, I just went downstairs to get something to drink in the middle of the night." And she don't immediately call him out on it. She only brings it up when she comes back into the house after her neighbors have told her that they found this report from when he was in high school going to a psychiatrist saying that he was violent. You only bring it up after you see that report. Um, you sneaking in this white man house, even if you're going with your neighbors, is very non-black behavior. And I know we're not a monolith, blah 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 blah. But I feel like if we're gonna make a big deal of her being the only black person, maybe not have that behavior. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It just I was a lot of the scenes had me like, girl, that is not how we would react. And then she was always pushing the baby around at nighttime. And I get that that was helping the baby sleep. But baby girl, get a rocker in the house. Why you always pushing this baby pram at late at night? Then she gave a key to one of the white neighbors after you lived there for like